Okay, welcome along to the review of the H2R Nova Headtorch and handheld torch. I'm not going to do an unboxing as such. I can't stand unboxings. I think they're horrible things. But just very quickly, just to show you what's going on here, because nobody really wants to see all the technical stuff. All they want to see is how bright it is, let's be honest. So this is the H2R Nova. This is the cool white version. There's the cool white and the natural white. Inside the box, which actually is quite a nice looking box, actually, to be fair. It looks like it's probably should house a mobile phone. Inside here would be the torch, and then inside of this extra box here, this is where you'd find the charging cable, which I'll come on to in a second, and the head strap to turn it into a head torch. Inside there is the instructions, but of course we're boys and nobody ever reads the instructions because we're boys. There is a sticker on the inside that says obviously the first time you use it or before you use it, you have to undo the tail section to take out the plastic divider, otherwise it's never going to work because it blocks off the sort of the power point from the battery. Okay, so let's get rid of that because we don't do instructions and we certainly don't do unboxings. Before we throw this away, quickly on the back of the box here, it does tell you very quickly what different settings there are. There's 5 settings. There's the one lumen, which is the moon setting, and that's quite clever if you're out on a night time and you're reading maps. And of course, the last thing you want to do is shine a really bright torch onto a map and have it sort of bounce back and dazzle your eyes, because then you're going to take, probably 25-30 minutes at least for your eyes to readjust to the dark. The low setting is 30 lumens, medium at 150, 600 lumens is the high, so 600 lumens is the high, and the turbo, which is 2300 lumens, that actually drops down to 750 lumens after about 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes or so, otherwise the unit itself will overheat, which is fair enough, because for such a small unit, it throws out a phenomenal amount of power. So let's get rid of that. Inside the box also comes, it actually comes with a clip that goes in the back, and it's incredibly rigid clip. It's really, really strong. And the good thing with the clip is it actually goes like an S shape. So you can actually put that onto the torch. Actually, let's pop it on. Yeah, really strong. Pull that up, slide it onto a baseball cap, and then that way, as you walk along, the light would shine down maybe to where your feet are, or instead if you're reading a map, that'd be superb. Let's pull that off. There's also the head torch as well, so the head strap rather, fully adjustable for both circumference and over the top. And also in the box is a power charging cord as well. We'll come on to that in a second. So with the head strap, it's actually got in the back of here, this is quite soft here, and actually inside there is a magnet. So when you actually present the torch to it, it actually grabs hold and almost centrally locates itself. There's this silicone rubber strap, pull that over, and it hooks underneath, quite a large hook here, so you can't really miss it. And then of course that is then able to move quite freely around, so you can adjust it to however you want to walk. Take that off again. I said it is magnetic. You don't want to go tramping through the woods or up some mountain without the strap on, that'd be daft. So that's that. And inside there as well, there's also a spare, sort of like a foam pad there. So if you don't want the magnet inside the head strap, you can put the foam pad in it instead. The charging up itself, the actual battery inside is the 3.6 volt, 3000 milliamp, 18650 rechargeable lithium ion battery. That goes now. These are sort of designed for high drain devices. Put that tail back on, make sure it's screwed up all the way. And the charger itself is actually, this seems to be quite standard now on a lot of the Olight products, so that this is actually magnetic. So I've got it plugged into a portable power source there, and I'm not sure if you can see that, but that's green. And as soon as you present the torch to it, it's magnetic, it grabs it straight away, and the little LED light turns red to show you that it's actually charging. And as I said, this piece here is magnetic as well. So if you're working, I don't know, say on a car or in a garage, stick that onto something metal shelving, the inside of your car hood, it'll be absolutely bang on. So it's not going to go anywhere. So the magnet is incredibly strong. Okay, so that just goes on charge. Very, very strong. So let's get it going. That's what you want to see. You don't want to see me waffling on too much. You actually want to see it on. So if you actually hold the top here for 3 seconds, 1, 2, 3. I don't know if you saw that flash then, but that actually locks the torch. So whilst you can press the button, it will only go on and off and that all that does is just have that one lumen light, so you're not going to burn anything else. It's not going to get turned on in your pocket and end up burning a hole through your pocket. So let's turn that back off again. So hold it on for a couple of seconds, the light will flash, and then that's it. It's been taken out of the locked mode. So as you can see, that's the one lumen mode. Hold it on, and it brightens up again to the next level. I won't shine it at the camera because it's probably going to damage it. Hold it on again, brightens up again, and then all the way up there. And like I said, that's not the highest level. That is the 600 lumens level. So if we knock that off, down again, and say if you keep your finger on it, it'll just cycle through them. Now if you want to see the turbo mode, you just double press the top, and that's the turbo mode there. As I said, it's incredibly bright. I'm not going to shine it at the camera because it would probably damage it, but yeah, so you'll be able to see from the external video footage of actually how bright it is. Now you see they've just activated, there's like an SOS function, so a couple of presses on top and activates the SOS function. Now the only drawback I would say to this torch, I have to say, it's a superb torch, absolutely brilliant, very bright indeed. For the size, weight, compactness of it, incredibly bright torch. The only drawback I've found, and I've had this for about a week now, and I've been having a bit of a play with it and taking it to the woods and taking it at night time, trying to make it not work, if you like, because there's no point doing a 3-minute unboxing on a table and telling the world it's great. The idea is to get out there and actually get it working. This has been dropped in water. It is water resistant. Drop it in a glass of water, still works. I've even seen videos of guys freezing it in a block of ice and it still works. The one thing I would have liked to have seen on this, which is present in quite a few of the other Olight torches, is they have a strobe mode. Now, for me, I'm an outdoorsman, as you all know, and if I'm going to go out on a night time, which is when you're going to need your head torch, if I'm going to go somewhere which is fairly remote, and something happens to me, I've got an emergency, yes, it's got the SOS function, I get that. That's a great feature, but I would have really liked to have seen the strobe function, so that if I fall into any mishaps or any disasters, have a mechanical injury, break an ankle or something, heaven forbid, and I need to get hold of, try and get some attention pretty quickly, that strobe light I would have liked to have seen in this. But anyway, other than that, for its size and its weight and the cost, it's absolutely nothing at all. So again, just in the interest of openness and honesty, we're talking about cost. I have been sent this by Olight for free, just to do a review. They also have a thing called an affiliate link as well, which is where if you buy any of their products through the link that I'll put at underneath this video, if you buy any of their products via that link, then we here at Northwest Bushcraft, we actually get 8% commission. However, again, in the interest of transparency, we will not be keeping that 8%. As a lot of you know, we've actually started up a separate company called Northwest Bushcraft CIC. That's a community interest company. And what we do is we help, we use bushcraft in the outdoors and outdoors education as a catalyst to work with ex-squaddies, soldiers, veterans that are suffering with PTSD and other folks with mental health issues. So we will be donating all of our proceeds from the sale of these torches, or the commission we get rather from the sale of these torches, to that cause. Okay, so that's enough of me waffling. So I think best thing now is we'll go outside and do some darkness testing, because that's really what you want to see. Okay, take care for now. Okay, so here we have the outdoors field test for the H2R Nova. It's now about 10:15 at night, something like that. So we'll just click on the torch to the lowest setting, just show you there, that's the skyline, some trees. So this is the lowest setting, and there we go, that's illuminated that gate, which is approximately, I would say, 6 to 8 feet in front of me. And if you pan round, it all goes dark again. Object in front. Can just about make out a post there. Not much else. Come back round to the front. Go for the next setting. So again, that's much brighter now. Pan round the same way. So you can see much more of that fence line now as you come round. And that fence in front is now probably, I would have said, something like 40 feet away, something like that. Come round the other side. That post now is much clearer, as you can see. And along that fence line, there's just something in the distance there you can maybe make out. And back to the front again. And the next up, which is this one. That's much, much brighter now. Again, you can now make out the individual trees, leaves on that side. Gate's very clear. Again, the object you could only just about see before. That's that gate there, and that gate's again probably something like 60-70 feet away. So we're going to knock it off now and then come back in with the turbo mode. Okay, so I'm just going to pan back around to the front, and this is the turbo mode. There we go. You see how bright that is now? That's the full 2300 lumens. Incredibly bright now. Almost like daylight. That'll be my phone dinging for some reason. And just ahead there, you can actually make out a wood stack further down. Incredibly bright now. I don't even actually think that the phone is actually doing it much justice. So we'll have a bit of a walk with it on this. Just come forward a few feet, and there we go. There's that huge big wood stack there that wasn't visible before. Try and get this back in focus if we can. There we go. And off. And here's another shot again. This time I want to go from complete darkness straight into turbo mode so you can see how bright it is. As you can see there's absolutely nothing visible whatsoever. And then turbo mode. Instantly like daylight. See how bright the trees are. All the way down there. That stack's probably, I would have said at least 100 feet away, easily 100 feet away from where we are now. Again, panning round. So I don't actually think that the phone actually does it much justice, if you want the honest truth. But this is incredibly bright.